We hope you're enjoying the food, the drink, and the fellowship here at the brand new WT and Edna Dahl Adult Day Center. This has been. My name is Chris Andersen. I'm the Vice President of Philanthropy here at WesleyLife, and been very, very blessed to be able to be a part of this as this has actually been able to come about for the last year and a half for me. This project started more than 6 years ago. Back then, there were a number of other adult day centers. The great staff that we have here, the great volunteers, and also our participants, we have stood the test of time. Right now, the Dahl Adult Day Center is the only one in Des Moines. And so we're very, very fortunate to be able to continue to provide a great environment to our participants and continue to help out the Des Moines area. We would like to be able to start tonight's program with an invocation with prayer. We were very fortunate to have a minister as one of our board members, in Reverend David Stout. And without further ado, if you'll please help me welcome Reverend Stout.
I invite us to be in an attitude of prayer. Eternal Spirit of life, we've gathered to celebrate this new center dedicated to WesleyLife's ongoing ministry of adult care. We give thanks for all those who made possible this place. For those who first dreamed of this expanded setting to better serve the ministry who need and seek its services. We give thanks for those whose financial contributions have made that dream a possibility. We give thanks for those whose many construction skills have made it a reality, and especially for those whose daily care and compassion enable this WesleyLife Care Center to be a home of hospitality. We pray that this hospitality expressed here will be found in and through a staff who love people, who are willing to share their pain and their joys. And we hope that all who enter these doors will be embraced by the Wesley extended family, and that all will be knit together by bonds of belonging. And finally, in this hour, help each one of us recommit ourselves with all the WesleyLife adult care family to the highest ideals of caring, so that all in our care may be treated as your children, as children of God. In all this we recommit ourselves in the name of Christ. Amen.
Thank you, David. WesleyLife started nearly 66 years ago in 1947 as a retirement community or a retirement home, transforming the Chamberlain Mansion for retired ministers. Approximately 2 years later, we opened up to the public. In those 66 years, we've been extremely fortunate to be on the leading edge of so many great services, not only in Des Moines, but we've expanded to 6 other communities throughout Iowa, to include Washington, Newton, Pella, West Des Moines, Indianola, and Atlantic. We've been very fortunate in the last 16 years to have hired on to one of our team members, Rob Kretzinger. He joined us nearly 16 years ago as Vice President of Operations and held that position for 8 years. Since then, we have been under his leadership. We have experienced great success. We have been on the cutting edge with innovation and really, truly have transformed many different aspects of what we do within our communities beyond just the walls that we currently have. We've been very fortunate to be under his leadership, and we look forward to the years coming forward for his continued leadership and what we will look like in the years to come as well. So if you'll please help me welcome our President and CEO, Rob Kretzinger.
I'm glad you didn't say on the bleeding edge instead of the cutting edge. Well, this is fantastic. My experience with Adult Day does go back 16 years ago when I first started here at Wesley, and I was serving as the interim administrator, as they called it back then, at Wesley Acres. I was living on this campus, and at that time, Iowa Health System, Iowa Methodist Hospital, operated the day center next door, and I was struck with the idea that at that point in time, I was a nursing home or retirement community administrator, and I was struck by the idea that what was going on in the Adult Day was sort of the opposite, was sort of the counter, was almost the enemy, if you will, of what we do. And as I started to think about that over the years, I really, in the first 2 or 3 years, just sort of really understanding the difference that Adult Day makes to what it is today. I think it's no mystery that Adult Day is the biggest secret in our city, biggest secret in the state of Iowa of what Adult Day services can do for folks. This is the future of aging. This is the alternative. This space and what goes on here goes beyond the space is what they do for people that have the opportunity to postpone or maybe even in the future using spaces like this in our services, just forget the reality of a nursing home experience. And I don't think there's anyone that really evolves to want to be in a nursing home, and I don't want to be the person that is bashing what a nursing home is. We have nursing homes, if you will, in that category, but I think what goes on here is very special. And people ask me a lot about what is Adult Day, and I could go through the list of services, and we're going to hear very quickly from Denice. But when I think about what Adult Day is, I think of people like Denice. Denice has been our director here for nearly 20 years. And many of the participants and the family members and the team members know Denice's leadership through that time and her love and passion for what we do for folks here. Michael, everyone knows Michael is the best guitar player on the campus. Might be the only guitar player on the campus. Michael's been here more than 15 years, and I also know that Denice has attracted team members that really have a passion and love for making a difference in people's lives. So we're really grateful. While we're grateful for the space, I am particularly grateful on behalf of our board of directors and our senior leadership for Denice and her team. I mean, that's really a difference. We build buildings, and they're beautiful, and I love this space. It's incredible what's going to go on here. But the ministry happens because of people like Denice. So with that, before I turn it over, I'd like to recognize and thank a couple folks that are here, and maybe a couple that aren't, that help with the financial support for this community. This is a service that is terribly underfunded by the state of Iowa and by other sources, and so to build the building, it took friends. And we have several of those that are here. The Coons Foundation, appreciate your support. Kenton and Chris Coons that are here, ongoing supporters of the ministry of Wesley, not just this project, but other projects, and we're grateful for that. Iowa Health Systems, they're not here, but I would, if you see Eric Crow or Sid Ramsey, and you might know those people, thank them for not only donating, if you will, this ministry of Adult Day, but also supporting us financially. The Principal Financial Group, that's that big building downtown. We're thankful for their ongoing support of our work here. LMC Insurance and Mark Lyons, who I had the opportunity to meet this evening. I don't know if he's still here. Appreciate LMC Insurance. Not only are they a business partner of ours, but they have a track record that family does in that organization of giving to the community, and they support other Iowa organizations, so we're thankful for that. And I am very thankful for board members who are here that actually gave not only the decision, but their own financial support. And they're Carol Bennett, who's right here, our past chairman, member of the board. Jim Vickery, who's here, past board member, but he's our historian for our organization. He's waiting for his role to start, but Jim is here. And was a supporter of this project, and as you heard from David Stout, who also was a financial supporter of this ministry, and then Tom Mahoney, who's not here, that I'm aware of, but he also was a strong supporter of this project. So at this point, I will turn this over to Denice.
Good evening, everyone. I want to be able to say it again, even though Chris kind of already said it. Welcome to the WT and Edna Dahl Adult Day Center. If any of you have ever had a dream come true, then you know how I feel tonight. This is just so special for myself and all of the staff. We've been in here now 3 weeks, and it just seemed as though we just evolved into the space. I was expecting maybe it might be a little bit of a transition, something, even new things are difficult sometimes, but we just came and settled, and it's just been wonderful. And I attribute the folks who built the building and put it all together, and to the staff who have brought this together for the participants. Some of you were here 7 months ago, and we would be standing on dirt right now. So it's evolved into, as you can see, just the most amazing space. The first couple of days that we were in here, we had a couple of technical issues like the drains backing up and that kind of thing. But the show went on, and the participants barely knew all these little quirks that we had to work out. And so after we were here for about 4 days, we thought, we probably better have a little staff meeting. I mean, we had done a lot of prep. We'd been up here several times, just determining how we were going to use the space, and we said, let's just have a little staff meeting on the 4th day and kind of talk things over. And so I asked all the staff if they would please just share something from the week that stood out for them. What was special? And first of all, they all just shared how incredible it was for them to be here. I mean, it's been a journey for all of us, and they've all shared in it. And they said, but the other thing was watching the looks on the faces of the people who came in for the first time. And it was amazing, from families to participants to visitors. It's just been a joy to watch that unfold. One of the ladies who kind of had been waiting for us to be in here for a few weeks to bring her husband, he came out about the 4th day that we were here, and she came in and looked around, and she looked at me and she said, "Now your building supports your mission." And I said, wow, I couldn't have said it any better. That our mission is to support people at wherever they call home, as long as we can. And we're going to continue to do that. We want to be those folks who make that happen. And we have a staff who's continue to make that happen. But, we haven't done this whole incredible journey by ourselves. All of you people here in the room have played a part in that. And it takes a village. And it did. But it's just been amazing. I'd like the staff, the Adult Day staff, if you would please stand now. Thank you. You are amazing. After the program, if you haven't already looked around, and I hope that you have been, each of them will be in a station around a space designated around the area, so they can kind of share with you how we have been using the space, how we intend to use it as we grow. So please, again, thank you so much for being here and for sharing your time with us and making this all happen.
Thank you, Denice. Excuse me. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Wait.
Thank you, Denice.
Stand here.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I just knew I had to do something,
That's perfect. Hold on.
I forgot, I'm making an introduction now. I'm very honored. We have so many families that, of course, we touch their lives, we know, every day, and they share that with us, and that's what's kept me coming back for these 19 years. And we've asked a few of those folks to share their story with us, and we have recorded it, and it will be on our website and in some different areas for you to see. Shirley Haroldson has agreed this evening to come up and just tell you a little bit about how her story, her husband's story, and how she came to find the Adult Day Center and how that's impacted her life. Shirley?
Thank you, Denise, for giving me the opportunity to say what a beautiful place this is. My husband, David, had a stroke in November of 2011, and our life has kind of changed a whole lot since then. The neurologist felt that he could get completely well, but after a lot of hard exercise and doing things, we knew that things were not going to change a lot. We like to travel a lot and would often go south in the wintertime or to California or wherever. Well, our trip to California ended up to be a little shorter than we expected. Upon coming home, it was apparent that I was going to be a caregiver. So I started being a caregiver, and it was very, very trying and stressful on both of us. I have 3 daughters, and they kept encouraging us to get some help. So I started to scout around, and I called Denise one day and said, can I come down? I came down to Wesley, and we chatted. I brought Dave with me, and they chatted and evaluated Dave, and we decided, let's give it a try. In the beginning, we started with 1 day a week, and Dave seemed to adjust pretty well. He was a little anxious because this is the first time that we really had been separated. When we retired, we went south to play golf. We played a lot of bridge. We were very, very active people. And so it was a real drastic change. But on the encouragement of my daughters and family, they kept telling me, Mom, you both need a little bit of respite. When I saw how Dave was adjusting to being at Wesley, I truly, truly appreciated it. The people here, can't say enough good things about them. They are so kind and caring. And they treated Dave like family. And so we went 1 day a week for quite a while, and then we decided as time grew, maybe we needed to try 2 days a week. And we are now at 2 days a week, and that has worked out real well. In fact, I told Tim when I talked to him that, you know, Dave has become a part of this, and it's part of his family, and he's a real card player, as the staff members know. Sometimes when I come to get him, he's not ready to leave. He wants to play another game of cards. But anyway, I can't say enough and appreciate enough what Wesley has done for us. And I would like my husband and my 3 daughters, to stand back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it.
Shirley, thank you very much, and obviously thank you to the family members that also attended tonight as well. Well, again, we want to be able to thank you for attending tonight. We hope you have the chance to be able to go around, as Denise had said, to see the different stations, to experience exactly what our participants get to experience, and exactly why those particular stations are here. One thing we'd also like for you to be able to do is spend a little bit of time just outside the Adult Day Center. And as you walked in, hopefully you noticed that we have a temporary donor wall outside. As Rob had mentioned, that this was not possible without generous support for this project. We are very, very fortunate with that, but our work is not done. Rob had also indicated that this is a service that is greatly underfunded within the state. You will notice on the donor wall that there are 2 blank areas, one on the left and one on the right. One specifically is labeled the Legacy Society, and the other is Annual Donors. The Legacy Society are those people that have given serious consideration and have decided to include the Adult Day Center in their estate plans. And those annual donors are exactly that, those people that are continuing to give to the services that we provide here at the Adult Day Center. Those two blank areas will be filled in once we actually put the permanent wall up. Those two areas will be filled in as we receive more donations. It's an opportunity for us to be able to honor those that continue to give to us on a very, very quick basis, to the point where we could probably even update it within 5 or 10 minutes after a gift comes in. So we're extremely fortunate. As you go out there, please take a look at all those that were extremely helpful in making this possible. And we hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. There's still plenty of food. Also, kudos to our staff here for the great food. And